Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is for entertainment purpose only. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders. May the victims rest in peace. Condolence to the families. I hope the correct justice is served. This is the case from the beginning, actually. I've gone back to the beginning to go through all the articles and see what we missed, what we recall, just to summarize everything, basically. Daily Mail said tabloid post image they claim is blood oozing out of the residence. Said the scene was the worst police has ever seen. There was blood everywhere. Trigger warning. Have never seen anything like this. Trash taken to garbage depot. KG News said families interviewed said Sado had a keypad code. 8:26 a.m. Virgil postponed until after Thanksgiving. 11:24 a.m. Law enforcement press releases states, or they say they are still searching for edge weapons such as a knife that was used in the attack. They still don't have it, I guess. LE stops garbage truck from leaving residence as they have not recovered weapon. 2:40. Sorry guys, I'm without my glasses. Bodies in Spokane County. Autopsies to take place on Wednesday. Preliminary finding shows stabbing as cause of the death. A lot of blood. Rumors debunked. No indication of substance use. Yeah. I've decided not to listen anymore to what they say. I mean, Ellie, I'm being honest, because this whole case has been it's been one bundle of speculations. I personally clearly saw number 9 putting something in Maddie's mouth, but they still do not believe that drugs are involved. They even said that they don't believe they need to do a toxicological report. When have you ever heard of that? That is nonsense. These are murders we're dealing with, quadruple murders. Everything should be taken. Nothing should be taken for granted. They threw Maddie's black jacket, which was, if that was Maddie's coat, which it did look like. We saw how they handled the crime scene. And they don't believe there was drugs involved. How would they know that? Didn't they say that Spokane County is doing the autopsies? So how did they already decide from the start that guess what? There's no there's no drugs involved. They were debunking everything from the start. They ruled everyone out. This was on social media. Somebody left a comment. I believe we are paying too close attention to Kaylee and Maddie. All have been cleared around them. We've heard nothing about what happened at the Sigma Chi party with Xana and Ethan. Trust me, something did happen. There's a reason Sigma Chi's Idaho Instagram went private and all the Facebook posts have been deleted back to 2018. I've heard that before. The person followed them back from just a couple blocks away and watched. The survivors were already downstairs and in bed. He saw Kaylee and Maddie come home. I don't think anyone was in bed. The movie get into the timelines and everything. Possibly Kaylee and Maddie may have been in bed. I think something happened to Xana and Ethan as soon as they came home. I think these people are already waiting for them. This is for speculation. This is speculations only. They could have come in from the basement door. Somebody could have left it open for them. Or they could have come in from the front door. Everyone had the passcode. This one says, corner, comment, possibly taken out of context. See at 3:45 does not believe toxicological report will be relevant. Wow. 3 a.m. did not know time frame of death. 3 a.m. declines to comment on where bodies were found. Daily Mail. Post image they claim is blood oozing out of the residence. I read that one. I'll let you all read this one. Just to let you all know, I'm not saying that these are the facts, but you all can do your own theories. But just going back to the case in the beginning, so I'm showing you all the articles I can find. This I found to be interesting. This was on the 12th at 10:40 p.m. at night. Ethan Chapin paid Jack Katovish some money, and then Jack Katovish sent some money back. Back to one of my favorite people, Jack. Also now he calls himself Jake Showalter. Come on, Jack Showalter. How many names do you have? Let's see. John, Jack, Jake Showalter Jr. He lived near them and got kicked out of a bar for acting creepy and hunted a lot. It's not the same Jake that was Maddie's ex. I think they wrote the name Jake wrong because his name is John Jack Showalter, unless it's John Jake Showalter. But we know he is Hoodie Guy, aka Hoodie Guy. This is when Jack Showalter updated his Facebook profile, February the 11th, 2020. So in 2020, he looked really well off. Something has changed psychologically with him. Could it be because he was kicked out of the Delta fraternity for being creepy, sexual harassments. He loved hunting. Nothing wrong in hunting, but with behaviors like antisocial personality disorder, that's not good at all. There has been actually a lot of articles with arson that has happened, fire that's happened, deliberately set in different fraternities and sororities in 2020, 21, 22 even, I believe. Wonder who was doing all this. Kaylee Congavs, don't miss me too much. She wrote Hawaii. Is she in Hawaii? Jack Disher, anyone got a rag I can clean up with? Gaming Strick said, man, you left a lot of creepy comments on a bunch of our pictures. You look sus. F. And then Jack said, she was my girlfriend for 5 years. You're creep for stalking a deceased person's bikini pics, hiding behind a fluke account. Wow. So things got heated there. I wanted to show you all this. Look at, he has to be one of the forensic team or the detectives. Do you notice that he doesn't have the footwear on? Look at how he's going in and out. No mask. Pay attention to what's going on. Was this actually a crime scene or was the crime scene somewhere else? What is going on? You can take your time and read this later on. Find the interview. Jack John Walters now. It's literally the neighbor, and it's so obvious, especially after his interview on Monday. He is the stalker, hunter, long-time resident, and maybe even hoodie boy. He said he didn't even see or hear anything. He went to sleep at 2 a.m. That's night, and woke up at 11:45 a.m. in the morning. I think they're getting this a bit mixed up, because Hoodie Boy drove to Boise at 2 a.m. at night, and he reached there at 7, according to his mother. Pay attention here. When you have your mother, your father, or your siblings as your alibi, that is alibi. That shouldn't be even considered as the truth. The police, as usual, is declining to give information of where the locations of the bodies were found within the residence. The coroner came to the scene between 5 to 5:30 p.m. That's what she said. The FBI got involved in this case 5 days later on the 17th. The detectives came from Idaho. Around 4 p.m. The 911 call was made at 11:58. The call to the Sigma boys before the 911, I assume, was made 8 hours before that, because obviously they were involved, so they could have been playing their role. That's my personal belief. They were running around till they got busted on the body cam. 4 figures running, and 4 figures were stopped at the minor alcohol stop. Sigma boys were really busy. Wasn't there the fight with Eaton and Xana too? Bethany Funk would know everything, I believe. But then I forgot. Gag order. There we go. Bethany, if you ever watch my clip, what really happened? Come out clean. Do it for your conscience. Is BK being framed? Allegedly. Or was he part of it? We just want to know. Get your friends and your roommates, may they rest in peace, justice. Because Dylan Mortensen ain't clearly talking. This is when the incident took place at Banfield, 301. It was 500 meters from the house. There's some articles written about number 9. Number 9 was the one who was putting something up Maddie's mouth, allegedly. The guy is at the uni where the girls go. Has friends in common. They have friends in common. Seems to have some strange fascinations with blood. Trigger warning, slitting throats, chest injuries, knives and stabbing. He looks to be the same person she was hugging at the food truck. I've had to cover his face as it's speculations at the moment. It does look like there is some pullback from her, as you can see by the jacket. This was all the things I found on the internet, so guys, trigger warning. I don't think this is number 9, but it could be. Never know. Someone wrote this in one of the comments. Were they sleeping when it occurred? The perp must have covered himself in blood. I feel like it was a man who was rejected by one of the girls. He was on drugs or alcohol. I feel like one of the girls tried to fight back. He killed the girl first, then another, then the male, then lost the girl. He didn't know there was 2 others in the apartment. He ran on foot. He lives nearby. Maybe another student. He's scared he'll be caught, but feels cocky too, like he's smarter than everyone. He's a bit of a nerd, rejected by women, mother issues too, always trying to fit in. They can profile him and will catch him. Is she talking about John Jack Schwartz? Sorry, guys. Who is she talking about? And I always knew, I do not believe that it is one person. There are many involved. And there has to be a good reason and motive for it. Although motive is not important, I personally believe the motive is as important as the weapon. Because usually people don't kill for fun. Yes, there are thrill killings, but that's not often. There's Hoodie Guy. So basically some people in the article are saying that he likes to play with knives. He's very fascinated in slitting throats and all. But the picture they showed, I don't believe is Hoodie Guy. I don't believe is number 9. But anything is possible. He's trying to say that this is number 9. I don't believe, but you can't see his eyes. This guy is at the uni where the girls go. Have friends in common. Seems to have some strange fascination with blood. That's the one I read before. This is interesting. FBI agents and investigators returned to the house Friday and seen checking eye line from 3rd floor window towards the apartments across the way. That's the Sigma Chi boys. I did hear in the beginning that they were being investigated, but nothing came out of that. This was another article. It was a red Mustang that was found not far from the girl's house. You can read it for yourselves. This was the 4chan postings. A lot of 4chan postings was going on, and then all of a sudden everything went down and went silent, and their Instagrams and their Facebook and everything went silent 2 weeks before the murder and 2 weeks after the murder. What a coincidence.